We are in Kakheti, in Georgia, the country, with Why Are You Here from Ocho. So they have a huge line, but we got all the ones that Roni had available, the importer of these when they came in. So we haven't actually had them before. I've had them in the past and was really excited when we were able to get a decent enough amount to put them in almost all the clubs. Hopefully we'll be able to do even more in the future. This one is Rkatsiteli, which is probably one of the most popular white grapes there. But in traditional Georgian format, it is definitely an orange wine. I don't know exactly how extracted it is, but it's typical for them to be McFurvey, which is like a buried amphora, and for them to have a decent amount of skin contact. So from that, you can typically expect tannin, some really deep flavor profiles, honeyed notes sometimes, a little bit umami. Those are things you can expect. I would say that Ocho as like a line is kind of like a lighter version of the Georgian orange wines, but it's still very clearly made in that Georgian style. So yeah, no question it's an orange wine on the color, on the nose. Top is like apricots, a little bit like fall-like. I also just went outside on a walk. It's like autumn leaves when they have like a little bit of wetness to them, maybe like forest flora, like mushroomy. Because it has that tannin, I'd say it has a little bit of like this like tea note to it. I don't actually know if that's why, but tea has tannin too. That's kind of hard to say. And then on the bottom, more stone fruit down here, a little bit of tropical fruit as well. Maybe some like crisper apples, like, but more like the yellow kind. A lot here. This is a very intense. Well, actually, the aromas are not super intense, but like there's a lot here. You could sit here forever and continue to get more out of it. So let's try it. Yum. So tannins like medium, but when you're talking about a white or a orange/white wine, that's pretty high. So it's not super intense, but it's definitely present, and it gives it this really nice balance to the acidity, which I would say is also pretty much medium. And then these like kind of intense flavors that you have in there. So there's like this lovely like earthy feel to it, like I was talking about with like the leaves or the forest floor or whatever. But then it has really strong stone fruit notes. So it's like apricots or peaches, and they're almost like overripe on the palate. So it's a gorgeous expression. I love their expressions of orange wines there, and Rkatsiteli is a really fun one. It's really good for food. So what I would think about when I'm pairing this is I like the idea. It's not actually, I didn't say it has smoky notes to it, but I kind of like the idea of it with smoky things. Maybe it's just because it has these like earthy notes to it, like, I don't know, barbecued or deep, or not deep, what's it called, like pan, however you make fajitas, I'm talking about, like they come out and like the pans going nuts sizzling, that some sort of like smoked eggplant type thing, or smoked fish even, maybe. The fish would have to be like a heftier one because it does have a decent amount of tannin in body, but yeah, I don't know, maybe like tin fish for sure would be so good with this. Maybe that's kind of the direction I was thinking. So, and then like because it has these herbal notes, tagine food could be really good here as well, something with lots of spices. So, fun one from Georgia. I hope you enjoy.